Mariners win 3-1. They take the 3-game series against the Astros. They improved to 17-17. I believe they've won 5 of 6 now, which is awesome to see, even if 3 of those wins came against just a wretched baseball team. Let's talk about how it happened. Third inning, Julio Rodriguez just destroys a baseball. That baseball had a home, Julio, and a family, and has been relocated 454 feet to make it 1-0. Eugenio Suarez scores on an error. Cal Raleigh safe on it. I believe it was Jose Abreu who committed the error. It's been a little bit to make it 2-0. Jared Kelnick scores on a balk to make it 3-0. Astros do get one back in the 7th with a Kyle Tucker single that scores Jose Abreu to make it 3-1. Bullpen does the job from that point on. There's very little negatives about this game. Very little. Everybody gets a hit tonight but Big Dumper, and Big Dumper called a terrific game today. Can't really complain. Cannot really complain. Gabe Spire gives up a run. Kind of do. Just wasn't at his best. Does get one out. But he's got a 0.69 ERA and has deserved it. He's been excellent this year. Can't complain. Cannot complain. So, Bryce Miller, that start he had against, the team that we won't talk about, the name, Double A Midland. I'm sorry. It's just so bad. And the fact that Kansas City looks so terrible against him is just, there's some bad teams in baseball, folks. But I wasn't unimpressed with what Miller did against the Athletics, but a lot of that was just throwing fastballs by guys. And I wanted to see him have the same kind of control and command against a much better lineup. And he did. He was great. His one walk was just a borderline pitch. Good job by Tucker, who such a good baseball player. Lays off of, and he works around it. Gives up 2 hits. He has allowed all of 1 run over these 2 starts. Super impressive. Super impressive. Do I have some concerns that there'll be some clunkers from Miller? Sure. Young pitchers. We saw some from Gilbert. I think I just tried to combine Kirby and Gilbert in his rookie year. We saw him from Kirby in his rookie year. We'll see him from any rookie hurler. There will be days where you'll need to score some runs, and your bullpen will have to be better. Mariners bullpen should be just fine. The scoring run thing, we'll see. But I was just so impressed with what I saw from Bryson Miller. Oh, I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Bryson. That's not his name. Bryce Miller. Julio absolutely just clobbered that baseball. And he hit so many hard baseballs over the weekend. I have zero concern about Julio Rodriguez, folks. Yeah, he only gets the 1 hit, but he also works a walk. Probably should have scored a run if not for an atrocious base running mistake by Ty France that, thank goodness, it didn't have any long-term ramifications for that game. Long-term ramifications for a game is kind of a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. Just, I have no idea where Ty France was going. I'm not going to yell about it like Teoscar a couple of nights ago. But, if you look at his Baseball Savant page, so much of this is in the red. Now, there's some blue. The whiffs and the chase rate, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned one bit. Nice to see a couple of hits from Suarez tonight. JP Crawford's playing at a really strong level. It's not quite the 1,000 OPS April that he had last year, but I think his defense has been really solid for the most part. Again, I want to see him make more plays, that he's taking away hits. I don't think that's crazy to ask for, but offensively, his approach has been so good. He's using the entire field. He's been solid. He's been really, really solid. Jose Caballero reaches twice. I still don't think this is a thing, folks, but it's good for him. Taylor Trammell reaches twice. I think he could be a thing, like a thing, a starting outfielder thing. Matt Brash, a couple of strikeouts, does give up a hit, but Come on. Come on. So weird to me that people are concerned about Brash because that's the most unlucky 5.06 ERA I think I've ever seen. And it's all of a month, but he's going to be just fine, folks, I think. Now, it'd be nice if he's used more in that pivot role or less in that pivot role where, he's asked to strike out everybody because that's tough on a guy who doesn't have great command. It really is. But I think Matt Brash is going to be just fine. Trevor Gott does a really nice job. How about Justin Topa? Gets the save with Sewald unavailable. Awesome. Just awesome what he's given them. So after that series against Oakland, I said it would be really nice if this team could come out of this 500. And I'm happy. I'm happy with how they played, especially today. I think that was their most complete game of that series. Certainly the 7-run explosion was awesome. But I can't, oh man, this is me. Can't help but think about that Friday game. They should have won that baseball game. I should have won that baseball game. Should be a sweep. Should be talking about 18 and 16. But they're not. And you get back to 500. You have a massive series coming up. I don't care how early it is. These games are big. It can be the difference between making the postseason and not. And I've been so impressed with what Texas has done. I talked about it before. I really like Texas. I think that they've got a real chance to be a playoff team. Do I think they're going to win the division? Probably not. But do I think they've got a chance to be one of those 3 wild cards? Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. 20 and 13, a plus 85 run differential. I believe that's the best in the American League outside of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just doesn't count right now. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's a big series. But you're playing better now. You've won 5 of 6. And you take 2 of 3. Look, this is also not Houston at its best by any stretch of the imagination. The Mariners aren't their best selves right now either. But Houston has some really good baseball players that should be returning soonish. It's worth pointing out. But all you can do is play what's in front of you. The Mariners just took 2 of 3 against their biggest rival. And in my personal opinion, still their biggest competition for winning this division. It's great. 0 complaints. 0 complaints. My only complaint, honestly, is just I wish they would have won Friday, and I wish I was better at handling the sheer volume of libations that I partook in after the game on Saturday. I'm 40, folks. I can't handle it like I could anymore. I got home into my hotel at about 2:30. Woke up at 6:30 to record that video, and as some of you know who watched it, I did not have my microphone, did not have my headphones, I did not have my bearings. Did not have my bearings. So yeah, tomorrow's pitching matchup is Logan Gilbert against Sonny Gray. That's an interesting one. All of the pitching matchups are a little bit interesting. Kirby against Heaney. Heaney's been really off and on. Castillo against Dunning. I really like the Mariners matchup there, although Dave Dunning did pitch well in that last start. It'd be really nice to have a 4-2 homestand with this 9-game road trip coming up. Detroit's pretty bad. Boston's been playing pretty well. Atlanta is really, 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 really good. It's great. Great to see them playing so much better. I take it back. They haven't won 5 of 6. They've won 6 of 7. Take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Every single time. By the way, go Kraken. I'm recording this in the second intermission after watching them score 5 against Jake Otter. Kraken hockey, baby. Gotta love it. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter at Crawford_MILB. Follow my Patreon at patreon.com/MLB Prospect Guides. Sports Sometimes. Craig Calcaterra will be my guest this week. Really excited for that. Should be a lot of fun. We'll reminisce over our Comcast discount. Yeah. Great. Series wins. Series of wins against the Astros. Tough to beat.